much thought. No, scratch that. Gosh dang it. How do you start a video? All right. First off, do you like my background? I have Twice promo here, and I just got my Johnny merch in today. So we have this wonderful image of Johnny and Mark for the month of July. I put up a poll on Twitter the other day asking what kind of video you guys would want to see, and I had a choice between my signed collection and my regular collection just focused on one artist, and general consensus was that it should be the signed one. So I guess that the first album that I got was actually my got7 signed Arrival album. This one is signed by Jackson, and it is really cute. I actually got it as a gift from a friend of mine. Jackson at the time and kind of now is my favorite idol ever. Right now it's like kind of tied between him and Twice, but it's okay. So it actually is signed on an insert instead of on the album directly, so that's kind of cool. Just Sharpie directly on the insert. This was an M-Wave order, so you could go through and during comebacks of different artists, you would just order a signed album instead. I actually also got a rare photo card that M-Wave had put into a select few of the albums in this album, so it was a very lucky one. So next up, also a ordered album was my Day 6 Shoot Me album. This one is signed just on the front cover. It isn't signed on the inside or anything. It's a really, really good album. I mean, I like all Day 6 albums, but this one in particular I really, really loved, so I just decided on a whim to order the signed version instead of the regular one. So now getting into more special signed albums, I have my Mont Going Up album. This one is signed on the inside cover and also has a little insert in here that is signed and has a little note. So this one was from the Makestar fundraiser for their first album. Makestar is a fundraising website specifically targeted towards Korean entertainment. So things like Korean dramas, Korean idols. They put up these fundraisers and end up producing things like fan meetings, photo books. I don't know, there's a lot of different things. So I had just been scrolling on their website one day and found Mont being promoted as an artist that needed the fundraising. So I decided to donate just out of a whim. And yeah, I ended up really loving them. They've become one of my favorite groups. I've talked to them so much over Fan Cafe and Twitter and Instagram and everywhere. So yeah, they are now one of my favorite idols, which is really crazy. So I really recommend just looking on Makestar for random up-and-coming artists that you might not see in the day-to-day on social media, and you might find a gem. So next up, I think this is in order, but next up I have my MXM signed album. This one is signed on the front and actually has my name on it in the corner in Korean. And this one was actually from a fan sign. They had a concert, fan meeting, fan sign sort of thing in LA, and I actually didn't really know them that well, but I am a concert addict, and just having the opportunity to go to a concert and try it out and see if I liked them sounded like a lot of fun. It was the first time in a while that I had gone to a concert by myself, so that was a little bit scary, just because I had gotten used to going with friends, but it ended up being really nice. The fans were a little younger than me, so it felt a little weird. They screamed a lot, and I do that for twice, so I understand. But it was just, I felt a little bit out of place. But the members were really sweet and both treated me really well. Even when I wasn't yelling for them, they would still give me attention since I was pretty close to the front. So yeah, that was really fun. So next up is actually my second copy of Going Up. I actually had 3. But this one I got at their concert that they held in Pomona, and the second one that I had was actually a free second set of my Make Star rewards, which was really weird. I don't know why they sent me a full extra set, but yeah, it didn't have my name in it or anything, so I ended up just giving it away to a girl at the concert who wouldn't have a chance to do the fan sign with Mont. So I mean, I don't need 3 copies of the album, so it felt like a good idea. Yeah, so this one is signed on the inside again, and this one's actually, it's I guess most important to me because I have a few sticky notes kind of similar to the fan signs you see in Korea, and that was how it was set up. I did have more time to talk to them than a lot of other meetings that I had with artists, so that was really cool. I got to sit in front of each member, they signed it, and then read over the sticky note, and we got to talk and stuff. So yeah, this one also has my name in the corner in Korean. I had written it here, hoping that they would know how to spell it correctly, but they actually remembered me from talking over Skype once with one of the members and over Fan Cafe and Instagram and all of that stuff, so that was really cool. So next up in order for the albums is my signed superm album. It's signed by Lucas. I had been a fan of Lucas for a while, probably around the Boss era for NCT, and I had never really imagined being able to meet him. So when superm happened and everyone was super shocked, I found out that they were doing a fan sign for Barnes and Nobles in LA at the Grove, and I just decided I don't even care what I'm doing that day. Like, I had work, I had school, I was like, I'm going. And I actually was very sick at the time. I think I was suffering a concussion, but I don't know, I just knew I had to go. And yeah, it's really cute. He signed I love you on the bottom. It's in like this nice reflective Sharpie. And yeah, I went. I unfortunately only got to talk to Lucas. It was a really weird setup. I don't know. It's SM though, so like, are we shocked? But yeah, I just went up to him and I kind of scammed my way into getting to him because the line was set for me to go to someone else. I don't remember who. I mean, I would have been happy with anyone, but Lucas. And next up, it's not K-pop, but I have a signed Gallant album. So I actually went to Gallant's concert back in February, I believe, and it was really amazing. His voice is like next level, but I got the VIP package, and so I got to meet him before the show. We took some photos. He also signed a poster, and yeah, he was really nice. I mean, it felt more normal than when you meet an idol, because idols are, you know, meant to be kind of extra and fan servicey, and it was very calm, which was nice. So next up actually isn't an album. This is one of my prized possessions. I attended KCON in 2017 and 2018, and for KCON 2017 I had gotten to meet sf9, and at the time when around a month or two before they had debuted, I had become a fan of them with my best friend. We made blogs, like it was the whole thing. I ended up staying a fan of them for ages. I had multiple Tumblrs dedicated to them, and update blogs. I had amassed like a pretty big following. It was just like, I don't know, it was very extra. And I was following them closely anyway, and I had made a Twitter specifically for KCON and their updates at the time. So I hadn't checked Twitter in ages because I didn't use it. And then I go on my Twitter one day and I check my DMs, and it's a DM from KCON saying like, hey, you want our giveaway for the signed sf9 hat, and you have like X amount of days to answer before we give it to someone else. And I barely caught it in time. It was almost reclaimed, which would have been terrible. I would have like been so upset. So yeah, here it is. It's signed all the way around, which I thought was really cool, and it's also signed on the brim. And yeah, I was like beyond shocked when I got it, just because I had, you know, been following them so closely and I really appreciated them, and after meeting them and everything, it just felt like a really nice keepsake for that time. And we are coming back to Mont again. Mont very recently, maybe a few months ago, had a fan sign, sort of a digital fan sign through video chat. They were supposed to have a concert this year, but with everything happening, it got shut down very early on, which was super sad. So I had not refunded my tickets. I had just kept my money with the company because I trusted them, and I just said like, hey, next time they have a concert, I'll just, you know, put my credit towards that. And actually in the end, I made a good choice because they had a fan sign and I got this. It was a photo album that they had produced specifically for this fan sign, so it is like pretty, I guess, exclusive in that if you didn't order it, then it's not gonna happen again. You can't just like find it. It's a really cute photo book. So yeah, it's signed on the front, my name in English this time, and then a little note. And yeah, I got to video chat with them, so it was really nice, not just to have a signed album or signed photo book, but that it's signed after having an interaction with them. So it just kind of feels like a piece to commemorate that, instead of just like, I have a person's like signature. So yeah, that one was really cool. And lastly, but probably the most valuable things I have in my collection, are my mont signed Polaroids. So they all came in my Make Star rewards, and because I had gotten 2 sets, they had sent me a second set of signed Polaroids, which was crazy to me because the like, yeah, they're hard to come by. So I just keep them in my PC case. So we have these 2. I had another signed one, but I traded it for a regular Polaroid at the concert just because it was my favorite member. And then I have another 2 here, and then all of these. So that was actually my first set of Polaroids from an idol, and it was obviously really cool because in the K-pop community, I guess for people who don't know, it's a pretty big deal to have Polaroids because obviously they are, you know, super rare. There's only one of them, and oftentimes they aren't really given out as merch except for like really exclusive events or as chance items if you like buy an album in a certain period of time. So having them is really, really cool for me, and I didn't have to buy them from someone else. It was just like, I just got them. So that was really cool. And there was also another Polaroid that came with the photo album. So I think I am stocked for life on my mont Polaroids. So yeah, that is everything. I'm gonna just do a few clips of everything up close, and that will do it. So if there's any artists that you want to see more in depth, maybe like just talking about my experiences with them, if I've met them or anything, I do have a most albums from sf9, and then I guess that my mont collection is second biggest, or maybe biggest by now, I guess. They don't have a lot of albums, but yeah, that would be something I would totally be down to do, so let me know. And on to the clips.
저기요, 네.
좋아. 그다